Murphy, Denver Metro Realtor here to give you your September 2019 Denver real estate market update. As always, I want to remind you we'll be looking at August numbers since I won't have September numbers until next month. All right, we're going to start out with average sales price. So the average sales price in the Denver area in August came in at $488,918. This was down 1.3% from July and up 3.53% from August of 2018. That 1.3% drop from July to August is a very typical seasonal drop. And if you watched my update last month, you'll know that we usually see about a 3% decrease between the end of May and the end of July. And this year, actually, it was less than a 1% drop between that time period. So this year, we didn't quite see the average sales price drop as much throughout the summer as we have in the past few years. Moving on to sold homes, 5,219 homes sold in the month of August in the Denver area. That was down 10.91% from July, which again, to me, that's to be expected as school starts and the summer season is coming to an end. We typically see less homes being sold in August than we do in July. It was, however, also down 7.86% from August of 2018. And moving right into inventory, we had 9,350 homes on the market at the end of August, which was down just 0.1% from the end of July, so barely moved. Obviously, there were new listings come out on the market and homes that sold, but really close to what we had on the market at the end of July. And it was up 13.64% from August of 2018. So our inventory is up. I'm sure you've heard that, you know, buyers are having more choices in this market. I do want to point out one thing though is if you go back and look into the spring, we were up quite a bit from 2018. I remember one month it was up, our inventory was up year over year in like around 45% over last year. So we are still up from 2018, but that number of how our percentage of how far up we are over 2018 has decreased quite a bit, and now we're sitting at that 13.64% more inventory than August of 2018. Days on the market, average days on the market right now is 30 days. This is also up both year over year and month over month. It's up 15.38% from July. Again, we're moving into school starting and all that, and so that makes sense, but we are also up 30.43% over August of 2013. 2013, holy smokes, 2018. So homes are taking a little bit longer to sell. Some of that is going to have to do with the increased inventory that we have in the Denver area. I do want to point out median days on the market is 14 days. So half the homes in the Denver area are selling in under 2 weeks and half over 2 weeks. So sellers, you know, this is kind of a spot where I think everybody can be happy right now, whether you are a seller or a buyer. Buyers, you have some more choices right now. Interest rates are the lowest that they have been in the last 3 years, so that's definitely a plus, helps out your buying power there. I think that's also helping the home prices stay a little bit higher. Sellers, it is still your game at this point. You know, seller's market is anything up to 5 months or less of housing inventory. Right now, we're still sitting at under 2 months of housing inventory. So sellers, it's still your game. One thing that I do want to mention that I feel personally in the market that is a change, because I've had some listings that have sat longer. I definitely feel that, especially in the higher price ranges, but I've also had listings recently that I've had multiple offers and sold over the weekend. So those things are definitely still happening. The biggest thing that I personally have noticed is a big change is in the inspection area, the area of home inspections. So I really felt like over the last few years, sellers, you really held the cards in this area. Buyers knew that they were competing to get your house, and they really weren't asking for a lot during the inspection phase, for fear of the seller saying, nope, we're not doing anything, moving on to the next buyer. Or, you know, they're just really, the sellers were not being asked for so much. In my last few transactions, both in representing sellers and buyers, I've really felt buyers are asking for a lot more, and sellers have been willing to comply. So if you're looking to get into the market, if you're selling your house, do know people are going to ask to have things fixed. It's not quite the way it was you know, in the last few years. Expect that buyers are going to ask to have things fixed. Buyers, if you're going out to buy a house, know that there's going to just be a little bit more flexibility there in some of your requests. Inspection is a big place where homes can fall out of contract, and in fact I read that up to 33% of contracts are falling out due to inspections. So everybody has to give a little. It's a time, you know, you have negotiations when you first go under contract, and when you have that inspection, the negotiations start again. I always suggest, you know, whether you're a seller or a buyer, try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Be fair. Yeah, you want to be strong and get what you want and hold your ground, but you also, you know, need to be fair as well, and put yourself in the other person's shoes and think about what you would want if you were in their situation too, because, you know, you can come up with an agreement. All right. Again, my name's Courtney Murphy, Denver Metro Realtor. This has been your September 2019 Denver Real Estate Market Update. If you're planning to buy or sell a home in the Denver area, definitely give me a ring. I would love the chance to talk to you and hopefully earn your business. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of my updates or home tours around the Denver area. Thanks for joining me, and have a wonderful day.